There was a lot of unknowns. It was terrifying. I had a thing size of bigger than a fist in my chest. I played the last game in the Six Nations, and 2 days later I was speaking a eulogy at my mum's funeral. That's crazy. The Rugby Rising Locker Room.
Hello and welcome. I'm Maud and this is Sadia Kabea. Thank you for joining us on Rugby Rising Locker Room in partnership with Mastercard.
Our guest today is a very special Scotland player, Emma Wassell. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Emma is a powerhouse in Scottish rugby. She dominates the second row and is the ultimate line-out specialist.
Things changed for Emma recently when she was diagnosed with a tumour in her chest. Thankfully, she's receiving effective treatment and is on the road to recovery. Okay, so you're at the top of your game. What are some of the highs and lows during that point, and how did your rugby family kind of support you through that?
The first 22 caps I played for Scotland were losses. And I think at that period of time, you're thinking, why are you still doing it? Like, what are you getting from this? And you do it for the girls. Like, the people that you meet in that journey, you're so in it together that, like, that is why you do it. I obviously love playing rugby and I love representing Scotland. When you've gone through that many losses, your first win, the elation was one of the most incredible. I think as soon as you come into rugby, you hear about this rugby family. And like for so long, I'd be the first person to be like, rugby family, yeah. Like, I don't know, it is quite funny. Do you know what I mean? It can be quite cliche, but I would say in most recent years, it's become so apparent. I think there's just no one else like that.
Can we talk a bit about, your last kind of year, 2 years, and how that's been for you? Just a bit about that.
Yes.
Okay.
That was real quick. I'm pretty good at suppressing that.
We're so far away, I just want to hug you.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I lost my mum during the Six Nations, so it was super sudden. She was there when we played France at home, as she always would be, and it was only 10 days later. So it was a hugely challenging time. Sorry.
Easily.
I'm fine. It was horrific, I won't lie. And I think in that moment you're sometimes like, God, I need to be by myself, you need to isolate yourself. But a huge thing I did realise is very quickly I was like, I need to be back around the girls. Mm-hmm. And that was for an element of normality. I needed it back. And also, like, rugby has become a huge part of my life. My mum knew how big it was to me. My mum loved me as much as she loved all the other girls as well. And I just don't think there would be anywhere else she would have wanted me to be. So I got back. I kind of missed the next 2 games. Then I was back for the last game in Six Nations, Ireland. And I think, yes, it was hard initially, but that saved me in so many ways in terms of coping with it. One, because you've just got these people around you. It was so apparent how there they were for me the whole time. And yeah, like, as you say, we work so hard for each other on the pitch, and I just felt so incredibly supported by them.
I think from the outside looking in, no one would have batted an eyelid if you hadn't played in those games.
No, and there was no pressure.
Yeah, but to kind of, give you the strength to even play in that game.
Yeah.
It's really...
I was just super fortunate. It was a huge supportive community, and again, it was a difficult time. Like, I played the last game in the Six Nations, and 2 days later I was speaking a eulogy at my mum's funeral, and it was like, even in my head, I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what are you doing? But actually, it was helped me cope so much, and it's kind of probably given me strength ever kind of since, like, knowing I've got these people and this incredible sport, quite frankly, that has allowed me to deal with this so well.
Thank you for sharing that. Obviously, such a hard time of your life, and you've obviously been through a lot the past couple of months, considering your health. Would you mind sharing that as well?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind and quite unexpected. But out of genuine nowhere, like I had pain in my neck. I went to A&E thinking I had food in my throat, and then it was like quite apparent. One of my friends, Lisa Thompson, she was messaging, and yeah, she was like, messaged me about something completely unrelated, and I was just like, look, I can't help you with an Instagram caption right now. Like,
There's bigger fish to fry.
I'm in A&E. She wasn't in Edinburgh, and she was like, I'm sending Rona Lloyd. Then he was kind of with me the whole time. They were like, you have a mass in your chest, and like, we're not 100% sure what this is. Like, you're going to be staying over, and I'm a little bit delirious at this point. You know what, true story, we're in the room, me and Rona, we get up to this ward, and Rona's like, so could this be like a abscess, like an infection? The doctor's like, no, it's a tumour. And obviously these guys, they're dealing with this day in, day out, like there's no
Very
niceties about it. Yeah. And he's like, no, it's a tumour. She won't need emergency surgery though. And I'm like, surgery? What are you on about? I was running this morning. The lengths at which your teammates will go to support you. And again, we talk about the banter side of it. Like, we're going through a lot of serious right now, okay? It is quite serious, and they're referring to it as this mass. You've got this mass in your chest. Rona Lloyd turns to me. Emma Wassell.
Perfect.
And you know, you're like,
I
just turned to her, I was like, Rona, you can't say that. And she's like, can I not? And I was like, it was the darkest days, but it was just that little bit of light. It helped me a lot. Like, there was just a constant, like, I always had something to kind of laugh or smile about. Like, I was in hospital that day until 3 a.m. She just wouldn't leave my sight. And I was like, go home. She's like, I'm not going home. And I'm just like, they're incredibly kind, and there was a lot of unknowns for a good 2 weeks, and that period of time was terrifying. Like, I went to get an emergency biopsy where I had to go in for a surgery, and I got out there and I was screaming, I was like, where are my friends? Like, and I'm in high dependency, and I've got Rachel Malcolm feeding me jelly, and you're like, in what world is this even normal? It wasn't a moment I went without someone by my bed, and I'm like, for the first 4 days I'd slept almost all day, and I would just wake up and I'd be like, oh, hi. Like, there was always someone there, and I'm not even like, my team manager was there. She took my washing away every single night. Crazy old time.
Crazy time. But you're on the recovery now.
Yeah.
You had your surgery. How's that been? How's the recovery going?
Yeah. The safest way to get rid of it would be to get a full sternotomy, crack open the rib cage, get it out. I got told I'd be in there for about 5 days. Like, all the girls, like, the rota was pre-organised. Like, flying up for London for the day. Wow. I'm like, just good people. It has been a difficult year getting through what happened to my mum. I was like, everything in comparison felt easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, and we can't wait to have you back. Love and Lightning cannot wait to have you back on the pitch and just to see you running around again.
I think, just like the training, and it's hard. Like, I want to be in the environment, but it's very hard sometimes to be in the environment and not be able to give it. Or when I'm back, I'm back.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'll still probably try use it at one point. I'd be like, I had a tumour. So I had a thing size of bigger than a fist in my chest. That's now been removed. I'm going to be so fit.
Yeah. You're going to be light.
You're going to be flying up in the line out, literally.
I am going to be flying around. No, I have these really big expectations of myself, but no, I'm trying not to get too carried away. But I'm in a much better place, and the worst of it is over, and I am incredibly grateful for that.
So are we.
Yeah, so are we. We're now going to have a little interactive moment where we offer you some priceless advice in partnership with Mastercard.
So this has been sent in for us to answer. I'm 18 and I've just started playing rugby, but I'm so nervous. Do you have any tips for beginner rugby players?
I think what I'd say is, well, when I first started out, I started out randomly in school, and the way I found the love for it was creating those relationships with the players.
I think I felt similar when I first went into senior rugby. I was super nervous and I almost questioned, is it for me? But I think the fundamental reasoning behind that was because I hadn't built up them relationships with the girls yet. The reason that you will stay in, stick in and probably play for many other teams is because of the people you do meet are the people that you're going to meet.
Amazing. A big thank you, Emma, for joining us today. We can't wait to see you back in action.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, check out some more other episodes of Rugby Rising Locker Room in partnership with Mastercard.
Goodbye.
Bye.